Right, when you're solving an equation with absolute value, it's important to remember that this value inside of the absolute value could have been equal to 12 before you took the absolute value, because the absolute value of a positive 12 would give us a 12 back. Or this value 3x minus 9 could have been equal to a negative 12 before you took the absolute value of it, because when you take the absolute value of a negative 12, it gives you a positive 12 back. So basically, when you have an absolute value equation, you're going to need to break this down into two separate problems to solve. Okay? So the first one is to find out what value makes 3x minus 9 equal to 12. And then the next is to find out what value makes the 3x minus 9 equal to a negative 12. Remember, because if this is equal to a negative 12, when you take its absolute value, it gives you a positive 12 back and makes this equation true. Okay, so there's going to be two solutions for x that would make this statement true. This is how you find them. Okay, so the first one, we solve this just like we normally would. We add 9 to both sides. This gives us 3x equals 21. You divide both sides by 3, get x equals 7. And then we have our other equation over here. Again, just solve it like we normally would an equation. We add 9 to both sides. And that gives us 3x equals a negative 3. Because a negative 12 plus a positive 9 is a negative 3. We divide both sides of the equation here by 3, and it gives you x equals a negative 1. So you need both of these solutions in your answer. Now, it's important, just so you can see, if you want to check this out, if I replaced the x here with 7, this is your check if you want to check to make sure you did everything right. The absolute value of 3 times 7 minus 9 should equal 12 if that is our correct solution. So 3 times 7 is 21. 21 minus 9 is 12. And we know the absolute value of 12 is 12. Okay? You can do the same thing here with the negative 1. The absolute value of 3 times the negative 1 minus 9, does that equal 12? So here, 3 times the negative 1 is a negative 3. Negative 3 minus 9. So negative 3 plus a negative 9 is a negative 12. The absolute value of a negative 12 is a positive 12. So that is also a solution. Okay? Now what I suggest you do is, again, you pause the video and you attempt to do this problem that I have here, and then check to see if you get the same answer as me. Okay, so when you solve this absolute value of 2x plus 5 equals 11, we separate that into the two different problems. We find out what value makes 2x plus 5 equal to a positive 11. We also want to find out what value would make 2x plus 5 equal to a negative 11. And then you just solve both of those inequalities. So you're going to subtract 5 from both sides. And you get 11 minus 5 is 6. Divide both sides by 2. You get x equals 3. Now to solve the other equation, subtract 5 from both sides, and that's going to be the same thing as adding a negative 5. Negative 5 and a negative 11 is a negative 16. And you're going to divide both sides by 2, and x equals a negative 8. Again, if you want to do a check on and plug both of those values into your original equation and see if they both give you a true and a correct answer, then you know you didn't make any mistakes.